number one, risk and compliance. Everyone knows that the industry is more regulated than ever. The regulators are demanding more transparency into how these firms are managing risk. That's determining how much capital they're putting aside to cover their potential risk exposures, and then being able to explain, of course, to the regulators how they're doing it and ultimately why they're putting the values that they are as part of their capital reserves. The second, however, is to help grow the business still. We are in an industry that is about making money. So at the end of the day, it's about attracting the right customers, increasing the wallet share of the customers that they do business with, whether they're corporates or individuals, and of course, retaining the profitable relationships. So that's the second. And then third, underneath all of that, organizations are still focused on improving their operational efficiencies. So they are being asked to do more with less. So it's about making the right decisions, whether in people, process, or technology, to help provide the scalability and the performance that's expected. From a revenue standpoint, it's hard to increase wallet share if you don't know who your target audience is or your prospects. How do I determine what products at what price, through what channels should I be marketing a new mortgage or a new auto loan or a new investment product per se? So you have to have the information available to your sales and marketing organizations to deliver that. And let's not forget about the customer support organizations. Oftentimes when customers call a bank, they're asking for some help. And if the call center agent does not have information as to who you are as their customer, they won't be able to provide the service that they are expecting, which can result in customers leaving for your competition. From an operational efficiency standpoint, we see organizations wasting a lot of cycles and ultimately time and money when they don't have the right information to either take the appropriate action or the decisions required to compete in this global marketplace. So underneath that, data is critically important for every aspect of the business. Well, Informatica fits in this picture, and we provide solutions that help organizations access the data that they need, be able to deliver it into the business applications, whether it's risk, compliance, sales, marketing, support, as well as all the other functional areas of these organizations. Our technology has been adopted for the last 20 years across all industries, but very, very significantly in financial services. Why? If you think about the business of banking or insurance, everything is digital, from the transactions to the interactions. And Informatica sees the data problem getting bigger and bigger. We call it big data, but realistically, it's about having more data to consume because more data is being created. It's about having more data to govern so that you can deliver the trusted views that the business expects. Let's not forget about protecting these assets from a security standpoint, which is an area that Informatica has not really been known for, but we're definitely gaining traction in this one and very important area of data privacy and protection. As many organizations across all the regions are talking about regulations, there are some key ones that are really on top of the agenda. Number one is around BCBS 239, which are the principles of the requirements in order to satisfy Basel III. Now, there are 11 principles that are stating what organizations need to invest in terms of people, operating models, governance models, as well as the technology architecture to onboard the data that they need, aggregating all of those risk views, and ultimately making that data available. There are deadlines that are coming up. January of 2016 is when these organizations have to get these systems in place. They did a self-assessment earlier this year of the requirements, and they found that many of these firms are well behind where they need to be. So there's a massive, I would say, gathering of minds right now trying to figure out where do we start, what can we leverage that we've already invested in, and how can technology partners like Informatica help? We're doing that today. At the end of the day, the world that these financial organizations live in, driven from a regulatory standpoint, from a revenue standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, from a cost standpoint, the common denominator across all those organizations that defines success is the data and information that is made available to the business organization. Informatica is the leader in the space. We provide technology that is proven and well adopted in the financial services industry, and we continue to invest in order to make our customers and our partners successful.